What if I told you that there's a book that can help you make your dream come true? And it's not based on any mumbo jumbo, it's backed by science. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all fine, and like always, I also hope that you guys are reading. Back with the book of the week, Mind Magic. It's by Dr. Doty. It's a paperback. Now, this is a self-help book. So this book deals in visualization, manifestation, positive affirmation, but this is a very unique self-help book. Now, I have read many self-help books before, but this is quite unique. Why do I say that? Because it looks at all these things, positive affirmation, visualization, manifestation, but through the lens of science. So it deep dives into why and how these things work by giving us an explanation around neuroscience and psychology. So how these things work with our brain waves, and I think that was very interesting for me. And so this book is purely based on evidence-based research. Now the author explains that what is manifestation. So he says that manifestation is clearly coming up with clear goals and intentions and having them deeply ingrained in our subconscious mind. So very interesting. This is something that I didn't know entirely. He says that the way our subconscious mind works is it works without the awareness of our conscious mind. So what happens is that some of our actions and our behaviors are influenced depending on our goals and intentions without us realizing it about them. So basically he's saying that the way the magic of the manifestation works is that we come up with these goals and intentions and we basically embed them in our subconscious mind. So they help steering our actions and our mindset in a way that helps us achieve our goals without us actively realizing about it. So that is how manifestation works. Now in this book he has shared a lot of information, insights. He's also shared real life examples. So the people, or I would say the patients who have come to him and who have worked around manifestation with him. And now he's also included, and that is the best part of this book, is that there are these practical, guided exercises that are there in this book that basically helps you to rewire your brain and understand how the game of manifestation works. Like how can you make the most of this magic? And what that does, it basically allows you to navigate life in a much clear way where you understand and see things more clearly. And you also realize towards the end that manifestation can also help you in healing some of the bigger problems that we face today in the world. Now, how he does that is that this book is distributed into 6 chapters. I'm going to just quickly read on to the different steps that he has given, which is a guided steps on how you can master manifestation. So very briefly, I'm going to tell what these steps are. The first step is reclaim your power to focus your mind. Now in this chapter, the author basically talks about how you can come to this state of meditation and how you can increase the focus of your mind, because only when you do that is when you're going to connect to your subconscious mind. So then there is an exercise about how you can really reclaim your power of focusing with your mind and achieving mindfulness. The step 2 is clarify what you want. So in this was actually very nice. We always, when we think about manifestation, we usually think about materialistic goals, but it is so much more. So in this chapter, the author is basically asking us, what is it that you truly want? What does success look like for you? So he's, given an exercise where he's asking us to go in that meditative state, sit with a paper and pen and just write down what does success look like to us, and what are the emotions when we think about what success look like to us, what are the emotions that it is generating in our mind. The third one is, and very important, which I think most of us face, remove the obstacles in your mind, which is based on, when we sit and visualize the future that we want for ourselves, or manifest the things, or set goals and intentions for ourselves, we have a lot of fear in our mind. We have a lot of self beliefs that we have kind of assumed for ourselves, that I'm not good enough, I cannot do this. So basically the author has given an exercise where we sit and we think about some of these beliefs that we have assumed for ourselves, which are acting as obstacles, and on the opposite side we write down the positive affirmations for the same. Again, something that I found very useful, because that exercise will basically help you to develop self-compassion for yourself. The next step, which is the step 4, is embed the intention in your subconscious. Now, again, very important in this whole exercise. In this step, he basically teaches us that once you have decided what you truly want, once you have also understood what your obstacles are and you've kind of taken care of them, the next step, which is the most important, which we read, that one of the key aspects or how manifestation works is when we embed our intentions in our subconscious mind. So the next step, he teaches us how basically we do that, how we set our intentions deeply in our subconscious mind. The next step, which is step 5, is pursue your goal passionately. Now, in this very profound learning that I had, in this, the author teaches us that when we think about our intentions, when we think about our goals, yes, of course, you think about that, how that intention or goals is going to benefit you. But he says that the true magic of manifestation works when we also think that how this intention and goal is also going to benefit the world or the people around me. And he's saying that from his personal experience, that when you start doing that, you see the results more actively when you also start visualizing that how certain goals and intentions that you set for yourself are benefiting the world around you. And the last step is release expectations and open to magic. Now, he's saying that, what happens is that when we set manifestations or goals in our mind, we get deeply attached to the outcomes or the timelines. And what happens is when the outcomes and timelines don't match it to what we have decided for ourselves, we then go into this whole negative circle of feeling sorrow, depression, and other kinds of negative thoughts. So he's saying that don't get deeply attached to the outcome and just open your heart to magic. So these are the 6 steps that he has explained in the book much in detail. And what he's done is, like I said, towards every chapter, he has given these detailed and guided exercises that how you can sit in one place and, work on each of these steps. What he's also done is, consolidated all these exercises towards the end in what he's calling as the 6 weeks program to master manifestation. And I think that is really wonderful. I feel that that is something that I'm really going to try now that I have finished this book, that I'm going to spend 6 weeks and, go deeply into each of these exercises, and I'm sure that it's going to really benefit. And I would really urge you all that when you pick this book up, in order to make the most of it, just try those exercises. So this is what the book is all about. In conclusion, I think I agree to the author when he says towards the end that manifestation is not going to solve all your problems. It's not like a magic, you just keep sitting and manifesting. We do realize that we need to put in hard work and we need to work around. We need to, come up with some goals and plans, etc. But what he does, and he also says, that which I think I shared earlier, is manifestation also does not always align with our own timeline. It may or may not align with our timeline, and he's saying that at the end of the day, like most of the human activities, the reality will have an upper hand, maybe, over your manifestation. And but what he's really saying, in spite of all this, he's saying that what manifestation does is it really helps you in making you feel positive and hopeful. And we all know how much we need that, to feel positive and hopeful. And I think I want to end by saying that I believe a lot in written prayers. I have a diary where I write my prayers, and it works in a way of manifestation where I'm really in the morning and in the night thinking about the goals and intentions that I've set for myself. And I think it really works. And on most days when it doesn't, it makes me feel hopeful and positive about the future. And I think that's really important. So that's all on this wonderful book. I'm so grateful. So this book was sent to me by Hatchet India, but the review is of my own. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm going to see you next week with another title. Till then, take care, bye-bye, and keep reading.